Welcome to My English Podcast.
Learn, practice, and speak with confidence.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of My English Podcast. I'm your host, Mia, and I am so happy you are here with us today. It feels wonderful to be together again, ready to talk about English in a fun and easy way. And of course, I am here with my brilliant co-host, Max. Hello, Max.
Hi, Mia. Hello, everyone. It's fantastic to be back. I'm feeling really energetic today. I'm excited about our topic because I think it's something every learner wants to know.
Me too. And to help us with this very important topic, our wonderful language expert, Mrs. Tina, is joining us again. Welcome, Mrs. Tina. We are always so grateful to have you.
Hello, Mia. Hello, Max. It's a joy to be here. Thank you for inviting me. I love the energy today.
It's because our topic is so motivating. Today we are talking about habits. Specifically, we're talking about 8 fluent English habits that you can start today for fast results. I think every learner feels this way sometimes. You study hard, you learn grammar rules, you memorize vocabulary lists, but you feel like your progress is very slow.
Oh, absolutely. It can be so frustrating. You put in a lot of work, but you don't feel more fluent. You just feel like you know more about English. But you don't feel like you can use it better. So the idea of fast results is very appealing.
And that is an important point, Max. We need to be careful with the idea of fast. Learning a language is a journey, but there are certain small habits that can make your progress feel much faster. They create real, noticeable changes in your skills and confidence. These are not magic tricks. They are powerful, small actions that you do consistently.
I love that idea. Not magic, but powerful, small actions. Okay, so let's jump right in. What is the first habit we can start today?
The first habit is one of my favorites, and you can do it anywhere, anytime. I call it narrate your day.
Narrate your day. You mean like talk to yourself about what you're doing?
Exactly. But you do it silently, in your head. As you go about your day, you describe your actions in simple English sentences. For example, when you are making breakfast, you think, okay, I am walking to the kitchen. I am opening the refrigerator. I see the eggs. I will take 2 eggs. I need a pan.
Oh, that's interesting. So you're creating a little English movie inside your head, and you are the star.
Precisely. This habit is powerful for 2 reasons. First, it forces you to think in English about your real life. You connect English words directly to your actions. Second, you practice using the most common, everyday verbs and nouns. You don't need a textbook. Your life becomes your textbook. You can start with just 5 minutes a day.
I see. It's a very active way to practice. You're not just passively listening. You're creating sentences. Okay, that's a great first habit. What's number 2?
The second habit is called 5-minute shadowing. This one is fantastic for improving your pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation.
Shadowing? I've heard that word before, but I'm not exactly sure what it means. Can you explain it, Mrs. Tina?
Of course. Shadowing is very simple. You choose a short audio clip of a native speaker. It could be from a podcast like this one, an audiobook, or a short YouTube video. You listen to one sentence, and then you try to repeat it exactly as you heard it. You copy the speaker's speed, their emotion, and the music of their voice. You are their shadow.
So you listen, pause, and repeat. Listen, pause, and repeat.
Yes. The key is to do it for just 5 minutes. If you try to do it for 30 minutes, you will get tired and frustrated. But 5 minutes is perfect. It's a small workout for your mouth and your ears. It trains your muscles to make English sounds and trains your brain to hear the melody of the language. This habit gives you very fast results in how natural you sound.
I love that. A 5-minute workout for my English accent. That feels very doable. Okay, so we have narrating our day and 5-minute shadowing. What's our third habit?
The third habit is perhaps the easiest one on the list. Change one thing on your phone to English.
Oh, that's a good one. You don't mean the whole phone system, do you? That can be scary.
No, you don't have to change everything at once. Just change one thing. For example, change your weather app to English, or your map application, or maybe just your social media app.
Why is this so effective?
Because you use your phone every day. It's a tiny change, but it means you will see and use English vocabulary every single day without any extra effort. You will learn words like settings, search, messages, home, and the names of cities or weather conditions in English. It's a small, consistent dose of English immersion in your pocket.
That's brilliant. It's a zero-effort habit after you set it up. I'm going to change my weather app right after this. Okay, what is habit number 4?
Habit number 4 is a shift in your learning strategy. Learn phrases, not just words.
Tell us more about that. We always think we need to learn more words.
Vocabulary is important, of course, but words often need friends. They live in groups, in phrases. When you learn a new word, for example, the word decision, don't just learn decision. Learn the phrase that it lives in, like make a decision.
So you learn make a decision instead of just decision. Why is that better?
Because when you need to speak, you don't have time to think. Which verb goes with decision? Is it do a decision? Take a decision. No, you have the whole block ready. I need to make a decision. It makes you speak faster and more naturally. It's like building with Legos. Learning single words is like having a pile of single Lego bricks. Learning phrases is like having bigger, pre-built sections. You can build your sentences much faster.
That makes so much sense. It takes the guesswork out of speaking. So when you learn a new word, find a common phrase with it and learn the whole phrase. That's a real game changer. What's habit number 5?
Habit number 5 builds on our first habit. It is, think in English for 1 minute. This is a focused exercise.
Just 1 minute? That doesn't sound like much.
1 minute is perfect to start. You can set a timer on your phone. For that 1 minute, your only job is to think in English. You can think about anything. You can think about your day, your plans for the weekend, what you want to eat for dinner, anything.
And what if we get stuck? What if we don't know a word?
That is the most important part of the exercise. If you don't know a word, your job is not to stop. Your job is to describe the word using other English words you know. For example, if you forget the word keys, you can think, oh, I need the metal things to open the door. This practice, talking around a word, is a super skill for fluency. This 1 minute exercise trains you to do that.
I see. So the goal isn't perfect thinking. The goal is to keep thinking in English for the full minute no matter what. That's a great challenge. Okay, we're on a roll. What is habit number 6?
Habit number 6 is fun and very visual. I call it the word of the day jar.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. A jar? Like a glass jar?
Yes. Get a simple glass jar and some small pieces of paper. Every day, or maybe 3 times a week, you learn one new, interesting English word or phrase. You write the word on one side of the paper and a simple definition or a sample sentence on the other side. Then you fold it up and put it in the jar.
So the jar slowly fills up with new words. What's the next step?
Once a week, maybe on a Sunday evening, you sit down with your jar. You pull out 5 or 10 pieces of paper. You read the word and try to remember the meaning. Then you check the back. It's a wonderful way to review your vocabulary. It feels like a game, not like studying. And seeing the jar get fuller and fuller is so motivating. You can physically see your vocabulary growing.
I absolutely love that idea. It's so creative and positive. I can see the jar on my desk right now. Okay, we have 2 habits left. What is number 7?
Habit number 7 is about making learning feel like a reward, not a chore. The habit is, listen to something fun in English.
Fun is good. What do you mean by something fun?
It means you should find English content that you genuinely enjoy. Don't just listen to things because you think you should. If you love comedy, find a funny English podcast. If you love video games, watch gamers who stream in English. If you love gardening, find a YouTube channel about gardening in English.
So it connects to your personal interests.
Exactly. When you are listening to something you are truly interested in, your brain is more open and relaxed. You absorb the language more naturally because you aren't focused on learning. You are focused on the content. You are just having a good time. This kind of relaxed listening, even for just 10 to 15 minutes a day, is incredibly effective for improving your listening skills and vocabulary.
That's a great point. It removes the pressure. I can definitely watch some video game streams in English. That doesn't feel like work at all. Okay, we have reached our final habit. What is number 8, Mrs. Tina?
The 8th and final habit is a very powerful one for building confidence. It is speak to yourself.
Out loud?
Yes, out loud. When you are alone, of course. Maybe when you are in the car, or at home cooking, or in the shower. The biggest fear for most learners is speaking to other people. We are afraid of making mistakes, of being judged. This habit removes all of that fear.
So you just talk about anything?
Anything at all. You can ask yourself questions and then answer them. So, Max, what did you do today? Well, I went to work. It was a busy day. I had a meeting. You can practice telling a story. You can practice explaining an idea. It doesn't matter if you make mistakes because no one is listening.
It's like a private rehearsal, a safe space to practice.
It is the safest space. And what it does is it gets you comfortable with the physical act of speaking English. Your mouth gets used to forming the words. Your brain gets used to forming sentences in real time. When you finally speak with another person, it doesn't feel so new or scary because you have been practicing all along.
Wow. These 8 habits they're amazing. They are all so small and simple, but I can really see how doing them every day would make a huge difference.
Me too. Let's do a really quick recap for everyone. Number 1, narrate your day inside your head. Number 2, do 5 minutes of shadowing to improve your accent. Number 3, change one small thing on your phone to English. Number 4, learn phrases, not just single words.
Right. And then number 5, think in English for 1 focused minute. Number 6, create a word of the day jar to make vocabulary review fun. Number 7, listen to something fun in English that you actually enjoy. And number 8, speak to yourself out loud to build confidence without fear.
That is a perfect summary. The secret is consistency. Don't try to do all 8 habits for an hour every day. Maybe choose 2 or 3 that you like the most and do them for just 5 or 10 minutes. Small habits done consistently are what lead to big, fast results.
This was so incredibly helpful and motivating, Mrs. Tina. I feel like I have a toolbox of simple things I can do right now to get better. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us.
It was my absolute pleasure. Remember to be kind to yourselves and enjoy the process.
Thank you, Mrs. Tina. This was one of my favorite episodes. So practical.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. To all of our amazing listeners, thank you for being with us. We hope you feel inspired to start one of these fluent habits today. Remember, small steps can lead to giant leaps in your English journey. Join us again next time for another episode of My English Podcast. Until then, happy learning.